Hi, I'm Marcia Eckerd, and welcome to Everything Neurodiversity.
And I'm Bernstein.
And we're continuing our discussion about self-regulation.
Right, and the first session, we talked about self-awareness.
Right, and this time we're moving on to you're aware, what do you do?
Yeah.
And the first thing that a lot of people do when they start to get upset is stim.
Right, that's what yeah. And if we just observe what our loved ones, people on the spectrum do, you'll see kids will flap. And then is that a way of, the kids self-regulating?
Right, adults might do different things. I have one guy, he pulls his hair. And I know when he does that he's upset and he's regulating. I've talked to a lot of women, and a lot of them do things that aren't so noticeable. So one of them might, bite her cheek, or another one might, do something with her hands, but another one drew numbers on her leg. But it's stuff that even partners sometimes don't notice. But so the first thing is, what you automatically do. For some people, it might be rocking or pacing or something like that. But the second is things that you've learned relax you. So,
yeah, I have a great example of this girl who could feel herself beginning to melt down, feeling that stress. She takes out her iPad and she draws. And at first the teacher looked at that and said, wait a second, if you do this, then everyone's gonna, But once the teacher realized, wow, this is a good thing. She's really taking care of herself, and she's listening to whatever the teacher's doing, it became very useful.
Right, but what it takes is either for the girl or someone who knows the girl, or for an adult to tell someone safe that, look, when I'm starting to get upset, I need to do this. And
if they're not going to do it, we all practitioners, at the adult world, should play that advocacy role.
Right, because sometimes like that girl or someone else, if you just get up and leave to take a walk, or she starts strong, it gets a negative reaction. If people have bought in, then you can do it, and there's not going to be that kind of negative feedback. The third idea we want to get to, though, is that there are things you can be taught, and that you can actually consciously learn and practice.
Yeah. Well, I have a person in his 20s, and he uses meditation as a way of coping with that stress.
Yeah, I also have someone, he was actually on medication for being explosive, and with a regular meditation he was able to go off the med. But the thing that I want to make clear is that meditation isn't just one way. It's not just emptying your mind and focusing your breathing, because so many say, I can't do that. But actually, meditation used to be saying a mantra. Remember, you could say the same thing over and over. But meditation actually is breathing. Make sure you're not hyperventilating, and slow down your breathing a little. But focus on whatever focus works for you. It could be walking. It could be knitting. It could be drawing. It could be
reading.
It could be listening to music. Anything that you already know is kind of a relaxation, a self-calming for you, and to actually consciously do that. And the thing about meditation, though, is it takes practice.
It does, and I'm thinking of having a partner, that this is the kind of thing that your partner could help you with too.
Yeah, for example, if a person's a parent, I say, look, don't just tell your kid to meditate with them, because given the idea that this is actually a life skill. Do you know anybody who's not stressed? I don't. So, anybody can practice meditation together, and meditation doesn't become something that's only for people who are messed up, so to speak. There's also breathing techniques, like breathing in and then having your out breath be twice as long as your in breath, or breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, holding for 4. There's a lot of things like this that you can find in apps on breathing, or apps on body scans, going through your body and letting things relax. But the trick is, you can't just start doing it for the first time when you're upset. it's important to practice it for at least a little time every day so that your body learns, this, and your stress hormone goes down when you do it.
Yeah, no, good information.
Yeah, so, check out apps with breathing, body scan, Calm, whatever, and, and consider having even a short daily practice, okay?
Terrific.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye-bye.